Hi, my name's Christina, and this is mine and my husband's 1982 Burro fiberglass trailer, and it's 13 feet long, and we picked it up last year, and when we picked it up, it smelled and looked like 1982. So nothing had really been done with it for decades. So we stripped it down and fixed it up to be a little weekend and quick trip camper for us. We've camped for years in a teardrop trailer, but we wanted something that had an indoor kitchen and a place to eat inside out of wind and bad weather. So that's really why we got a fiberglass trailer. Not only is it super lightweight, it's only 1,100 pounds, but it really has everything that we need in it and nothing more. So I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of what we did. When you walk inside the front door of the trailer, first you'll see just a little hanging area for hats and coats and sweaters and whatnot. We did not replace out the foundation, the floor of the trailer. It was the original fiberglass and plywood, and it was actually in pretty good shape, so we left it as it was and just put another piece of plywood on top, and then we put that grip strip flooring on top of that. So got a couple little not so great areas there, but this stuff works really good for trailers, and it's waterproof. So as you come in, you go to the right and you see what is normally in this type of trailer a bunk bed area. And there's usually a bottom bunk and then a top bunk that is supported by that little shelf area. We instead decided to do a little dinette. So it has a little round table where we can sit and eat, and two little seats, which in the Burro is always separated. You'll see in trailers like bowlers and scamps, they are connected on top. So this was really nice to have two separate places where we can actually sit down. So with the support, which is actually underneath, you can kind of maybe see it there. That is the support for the bunk bed that we took out, and instead of keeping that, or instead of removing the support, we actually put a shelf up here, which we actually use a lot in front of this window. We put solar charging equipment up there. We put our phones up there, coffee cups, that sort of thing. And we actually use this bungee cord to hold the door open. And then we just took out the old carpet headliner on top and just replaced it with RV carpet. And then as you turn around, there's the kitchen. It's pretty small. We decided to keep the original ice box. This is the original ice box from 1982. And instead of using it as an ice box, there's actually a place to hold soda. We are instead just using it for dry goods like soup and pasta and peanut butter and whatnot. And up here we keep things like potatoes, fruits, vegetables, that sort of thing. So we covered up the old icebox cover with a vintage map of Lake Tahoe, which we thought was cool. This original side cabinet, actually this bird is from a artist, a Burning Man artist. It's remnants left over from his art, so I stuck it up there. In here, it's still the rough fiberglass inside, but you can see the plumbing for the sink. And in here we keep a garbage can, the little, what do you call those things? Broom a collapsible water tub, pots and pans. So I put a little shelf in there, and then just a spray bottle. So that's just regular kitchen pots and pans type stuff. And in the rest of the kitchen, we have a sink, and we opted to just go with a little pump sink that actually is connected to a 10-gallon water tank that's under the foot of the bed, and I can show that later. There's no water in there right now. We got to fill it up, but we decided to just keep it simple and just go with a little pump. And then this drains out on the side. You have the 2-burner stove connected to the propane tank on the front of the trailer. We have a little Lucy light, which is one of those little candle Lucy lights. And then up here is a paper towel holder that I made using some command hooks and a bungee cord. Boing boing. We replaced out the old lighting. There was the old original lighting, and just put on some new lighting from Amazon, of course. Everything's from Amazon. The cabinets up above, these are actually the original doors, and we just decided to keep them because they were lightweight. They were silver. We wanted something kind of silvery, so we just kept them. And this is where we keep soap, sponges, spices, Cholula, coffee stuff. The other side has our knives, silverware, corkscrew, cutting boards, cups, bowls, plates, that kind of thing, and a koozie. So the inside of all the cabinets, except for the one beneath the sink, have white Reflectix. So I installed that really just to keep the temperature a little bit more regulated and to cover up the original fiberglass, which is still back there and it's not so nice looking. And these shut with really high strength magnets, and they don't open up at all when we're driving. So really the only other part of the trailer is the bed, and it's not even, I don't even think it's a full-size bed. It's pretty small, but it's so comfortable. We got a custom mattress made that flips up on both sides, so we can access the storage underneath. So there's this window. We've got a couple other windows that are covered up right now against the sun. And actually inside this pillow, this mountain pillow, is a comforter. So I stuff a little comforter inside of there. Here's just a little hanging holder for tissues and books and whatnot. And we didn't want anything permanent because we have to still flip up the mattress to get into the storage area underneath the bed. So I want to be able to remove that. And this is interesting. This was a speaker, an old speaker from the original trailer, a wired speaker that someone had put in. So I removed the wired speaker and then found a toilet flange that covered the it was the same size as the speaker. So I used the toilet flange, and then I just bought a little Bluetooth speaker and stuck a magnet on it, and now that's how we listen to music and watch movies. This was actually where the tape deck, yes, tape deck was. There's a big hole behind that holder there, and that was an old tape deck, and we took that out. That was a bitch. And instead of covering up with fiberglass and gel coat, which is a bit of a job, just put up this little holder, which actually holds another Lucy light. It holds some cords, a little flashlight. So just kind of little random things that tend to fly around. And underneath, right next to the bed, is the closet. And it has the same, this is typical of a lot of fiberglass trailers. Usually the closet is on this side of the bed. And it has the same cabinet door as the ones above the kitchen. So we stuck a mirror right there. It's just a simple mirror, not too heavy. And this is where we keep our clothes. And then underneath, there's actually like a storage basket down here, and we have our toiletry kits, and then just some jackets and heavier stuff sort of loaded into the back. So this actually holds quite a few clothes. And then I will show you what's inside our storage area. So when you remove the cushions and the pillow, there's a storage area underneath. And I put these little kind of foam things that you use for underneath furniture, just to keep this thing from sliding all over the place when we drive. And then this keeps the cushion on. It's just one of those little sticky things that you put into cabinets. So we remove this, and this is kind of our main storage area. It's right here next to the door. And in here we put the stuff that we tend to drag out when we go camping. So we have just some extra water in here, drinking water. This is a rug for the floor. Sorry. Ta-da. We also have a hot water dispenser, which we use for dishes. We've got an outdoor rug. This is a bucket that is holding some games, a water filter, and a hose for our filling up our water tank. And then we also have a little buddy heater down there with some propane. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it can actually hold a lot of stuff in here, but that's all we're keeping in there for now. As far as under this seat, all that's under there is some wiring and the line to the propane tank. And we're not even storing anything in there. So for the table, it's just one of those tabletops from a big box store. And we actually put it onto the original dinette leg, and we just attached that to the floor and to the frame and just spray painted it. Oh, I totally forgot. We actually have storage under the bed. And there's actually tons of room under here. So I picked up a couple of those storage bins, those cloth storage bins that you stick in the back of your trunk of your car, usually an SUV, and we just put a bunch of random stuff in there. In here is where our laundry goes. There's a laundry basket with some soap and then just an air freshener. In here is more covers for the windows, a small solar trickle charger for the battery, a fly screen for the window, and then just kind of random odds and ends, like this is a clothesline, and some extra pillowcases. And actually I'll just end up shoving it under with my feet. And then our shoes. Shoes are always a problem when you're camping, so it's really nice to have a place to put them. So flip-flops, sandals, outdoor shoes, that kind of thing. This is an area we're not going to use that much. We do have a bucket, like a collapsible bucket in here. Some plastic bags. This is our potty toilet, and it's only for just in case purposes. So it's just a little bucket with some kind of insulation foam on it. This is a toiletry kit, which has hand sanitizer and baby wipes and that kind of thing. There's some more baby wipes, some towels and rags, that kind of thing. So just little things that really don't have a home. Cleaning wipes, that kind of thing. So we don't really have any intention of actually using this unless we absolutely have to. And you can always make these out of any kind of size bucket. Look it up. So underneath the foot of the bed, when you throw back the blankets, you pull aside the mattress and you can see that it's split. So we can pull up both the foot and the head, and then pull up this, and then underneath is our 10-gallon water tank, and that's where it goes to the sink. And then if we lift up the head side of the bed, it also flips up. And underneath, we are just keeping just a container with an extra bottle of water and just some like small supplies for fixing the trailer. I'm not even sure what we're going to put in here yet. We'll probably put more random stuff. So this is kind of fun. Just outside the door, because you're not really supposed to be drilling into fiberglass, we use a lot of 3M command hooks. So we've got a little command hook piece outside, and what we do is hook a little hook on it, and then we can hook a little Lucy light on the outside.